Hello, my name is Andrew Valeri, and I'm doing my project on Adelie penguins and climate change. My question was how Adelie penguin population is declining due to climate change. So, understanding climate change is important for the world in many ways, but in this project, I'm just going to look at how it's affecting penguins for future generations. So my hypothesis was the population of penguins is decreasing to changes in sea ice because the krill, which is their main food source, need sea ice to reproduce and to live. And they normally are located around sea ice and basically nowhere else. So the penguins need the sea ice to hunt, and the krill need the sea ice to thrive. So without that sea ice, it's really detrimental. So yeah. Um, so I first wanted to look at sea ice concentration, but that was just too much. That was very technical, and I couldn't see very many changes. So I looked at sea ice area. So I first looked at the sea ice years and how in each year it's been going down, but there was change, but there wasn't a definite change. So first, I changed it to decades, and you can see that going down. It's like a definite drop there. Um, but then I wanted to look at it from when the actual penguin was there. So I looked at from October to February when the Adelie penguin is at Antarctica by Palmer Station, which is the group of penguins I'm looking at. The sea ice there, you can see some years it just drops. You can see how it starts up here, and in 2020 it's all the way down here. So it's kind of drops sometimes, but you can see that definite arch. Um, but I looked at that and I thought, why is it looking like this? Like, what's happening? And you can see here when you look at the different months in sea ice, you can see how it's dropped over the years. You can see that straight line going down. So basically February and January, that's when they're migrating. They get there on October. They normally have the babies in November. And then January, February, that's when they're preparing to leave. But you can see that's like 50,000 squared kilometers of ice that's just going away. And that can really hurt them because they need their food before they migrate, however many miles it could be, depends. So here, let's see. Um, so between 1980 and 2020, the penguins, they weren't doing well. So, during the breeding season for Delling penguins, through October and November, it drops 5%. But from January to February, it changes 69%. And that really hurts them before they migrate. And from 1975 alone, it's dropped 80% the population. And you can see that trend from the sea ice by month. Um, so my data and observations, I found that there was 35 135,000 kilometers squared in 1979 and 100,000 kilometers squared in 2020, which is may not seem like a lot, but it's a huge change for those penguins. Um, Thank you for listening to my project presentation. Thank you.